What's up, guys? It's Chris, and just like you, I'm one with the Force. Before we get going on today's topic, be sure you leave a like on this video, as it really does help me out. And if you're new, join me and subscribe, baby. Alright guys, I still got Clone Wars on my mind. I can't get past these last few episodes. Just like a lot of you, I'm starting to speculate and think about what's to come. I know for myself, I've avoided all the spoilers. Haven't been looking at any episode titles or the descriptions of the episode. None of that. I'm coming in fresh, so everything I'm going to say is going to be based off of that. Just kind of what we've seen. And I put a poll out on my Twitter asking the question, will Ahsoka see Anakin again? And that's kind of what I want to talk about first. I think 58 people said no. And, their argument there would probably just be like they want to stay with the story that's been told in Rebels where Ahsoka says, last I saw Anakin, he went off chasing the Chancellor. And those that said yes are probably just, thinking they've tied this together so well, they've kept the story so tight. Maybe there is some wiggle room there to get her to at least, reach out to him, maybe have a quick conversation with him before he goes off. That's what I want to talk about now, that wiggle room where they could make this happen. Not saying it will happen or I think it's going to happen, but there is one part in the story where she could come in my opinion. And that would be, after Anakin has already figured out that Chancellor is the Sith Lord and tells Mace Windu, and he's just kind of waiting, like, am I gonna stay back or not? Maybe there's some wiggle room there where Ahsoka can reach out to him and let him know, and tell him, hey, there's the Sidious guy, talk to Maul, something's going on. They, the Sidious wants you, like, just kind of keep an eye. I mean, I don't know exactly at all. This is just me kind of speculating, but there is some wiggle room to play with that she could maybe not see him physically. I think that's maybe where my question was confusing, is when I say, communicate or talk to each other, are they going to be face to face? Is she just going to reach out to him? Again, is she just going to feel something? What's it going to be? But I think there's a chance that we could see something like that. I mean, you've got to give them a lot of credit with how they've done it. They've tied things in together so beautifully. I think they could do this in a way that's just very powerful and, adds a lot to that moment. Next up, though, I want to talk about Maul. And just shout out to Maul, man. Like, it's crazy what they've done with him. I know a lot of people were not excited when he came back to life, after they thought he died in The Phantom Menace. But what they've done with that character, I mean, what he displayed, what he showed off in this past episode, that was one of the best character-centric episodes we've ever seen. Maybe not character-centric, but one of the strongest, characters we've ever seen in any episode of anything in Star Wars. I mean, it was great. Some of the quotes and reveals he gives to us are just his display when he's about to face off against Ahsoka, and you could just see his Sith eyes glowing as he's trying to get Ahsoka to see what's going on, and that whole interaction in me is just very interesting to think about. Again, I mentioned in one of my videos on my previous videos that why are Maul and Ahsoka the ones in this moment, and there's a lot of things they have in common. Maul says we've both been used for greater powers, and that's true. Like, Maul was just the son of Dathomir. Like, he was found, and I actually don't know the story exactly off top, so correct me if I'm wrong, but like, obviously he's Palpatine's apprentice. He was a powerful child that Sidious used for his own advantages, to use his skills. And same with Ahsoka. Ahsoka was just a Force-sensitive child that the Jedi found, and they trained her to be one of theirs, like, just used for a greater power. Like, both of them are similar like that. And Ahsoka's contemplating, like, man, maybe he's right. And then she says, I'll join you if you tell me about Anakin. And what's so crazy about this is all Maul does is tell her the truth, at least as he has seen it, but actually what takes place. And she's like, no, to bring balance to the Force. He says no, like, he's gonna destroy. He's like, to destroy. He delivers everything. Maul delivers is just so powerful. And it really, even for someone like myself, Maul's not my favorite character or anything, but like now, like episodes like that, he displays a lot of what I enjoy in characters that I like, in fiction, like just some of the quotes and just powerful delivery and character moments. Those are things that really stand out and are characters that I generally love. So I love the episode for Maul, and again, just for Ahsoka and Maul, it's a lot going on. Like, we know Ahsoka has now she right now knows everything that she would need to know for the most part, other than what exactly Order 66 is, but she just can't piece it together, and it is hard. Like, with everything she knows, it's hard to know what to do. And one of the things I also looked at in the episode that I found very interesting, let me know what you guys think about this, but when we see Ahsoka capturing Maul, and like, she's she's supposed to be away from the Order, but right now, like this entire time, she's just been doing what the Jedi would be doing, you know? Like, the Jedi would absolutely be sent to Mandalore to try to capture Maul, and she's just, everything she's doing, everything it looks like, how the clones are patrolling the city, and to her just taking Maul, putting them into imprisonment, like she is working for the Republic, you know, as a Jedi. Like, even though she's walked away, she's still doing the same thing, and it's crazy to tie that into also the fact that what's about to happen underneath them. It's, you know, with Order 66. I mean, I'm just really excited about what we can see. I'm not sure what's going to happen in this next episode. I know a lot of you have theorized we're going to get to see Order 66. Again, I don't think we know exactly where we're at. I do not think that Anakin has seen or, you know, gone and tried to save the Chancellor from the Jedi just yet. I don't think we're quite there. You know, I know people heard the little scream, the Palpatine scream during the Ahsoka Maul fight. I know that's a big reason to think it's going on at the same exact time. I think it's more so just a, you know, just a little, not an Easter egg if you want to call it, but just something cool that they did, just to give them that same kind of scream. And to say that, yeah, like we're in the same, like, it's all going down now, yes. Like, things are happening quickly, but I don't think it meant it's happening at the same time. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty confident that the events we see taking place in this episode aren't quite up to when Palpatine attacks the Jedi. I think there's still a little bit of time. I would say we're at the point where Anakin is about to tell Mace that he's found out Sidious is Palpatine, or sometime in between the time where Anakin's thinking about it. Like somewhere closer to that would just be my opinion, but definitely know what you let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is just kind of me going over what I think about what we may see. And again, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you're new.